History is not most probable in written traditions and tales of the past, but can be conveyed through contemporary art. Art being the human activity acts as a means to some special kind of knowledge that gives an insight into human activity as a tool of education. Welcome to the Art Express. My name is Tolokwe Lamidi, your host. Gallery presents an exhibition titled Jekami by 5 contemporary artists, curated by Matthew Oyedele. Let's go there.
We are hosting this Jekami collective exhibition. I mean, it's visible to the blind and audible to the deaf that about what is happening in the country. And we as a gallery, and gallery, we have seen this as issues that we need to speak about. And I mean, art for us, our gallery, is not just something that we should look at, but something that can actually, tell into people's emotions and speak about societal issues and all. That's why we are, hosting this collective, this Jekami collective.
By my works are titled Voices. It's me trying to give a voice to what is going on in Nigeria as a whole. And it all started from a conversation, and we are trying to boil out what is going on. Like, our president has told us to breathe, but I don't think I'm breathing right now because, number one, fuel is quite expensive. At the time the subsidy was off, it affected a whole lot. It wasn't, it wasn't just the fuel, it was a lot, because you go to the market now and you're like, oh my God, the last time I bought this, it was not like this. It was a bit difficult to get a budget, so to say, because everything just went haywire, and we're like, okay, how do we do this? How do we communicate this? And this is why I chose to communicate the best way I could. One, I don't want to communicate, I don't want to talk about it being too serious, so I had to go a bit witty. I had to use collage as a medium to tell the voice of what is going on in our community.
Matthew Oyedele, I'm a curator, and I curated this exhibition alongside a colleague, Peter Okoto, who is also a part of the collective. So this is a collective exhibition that is meant to highlight the current happenings in the country. We can all see what is presently happening. So this exhibition is meant to foster a dialogue on the way forward, where we are, where are we going, and what can we do. That is why this exhibition is happening at this particular time. And that's why we had to incorporate a lot of elements like newsprints, headlines, and the rest, and a lot of installations, photographs, so that people can relate with almost all the works on display and actually see that, okay, this is what is presently happening, but this is also how we can change things. These are the things that need to be done. So it's more like a reflective exhibition and provocative one, if I can use that word.
So I can see an expression of the current times and expression of what we are currently going through as Nigerians, and this exhibition puts it out in stark contrast. You can see the kegs, the newspaper headlines, basically all speaking to the phases we've been through as a country. I remember growing up, Probably the first price of, let's say, petrol I knew was 65 naira, yes. Then from there it went on to 85, 93. So as things change, as the world moves on, the price of goods increases. However, there's no correlative increase in the standards of living of we as Nigerians, or we as a people. And this is what this exhibition seeks to explore, seeks to bring out.
We come from a very long-suffering nation. When I mean long-suffering, we go through things, and if I will borrow the words of Fela, is suffering and smiling, you know? These things are really not as easy as you think. The common man on the street is not finding it easy every day. But somehow, 99 are sitting, and how many? 49 sitting and 99 are standing, and we just keep going through life like that. It's not something that needs to just keep passing. We don't need to keep passing by like that. Somebody needs to call your attention and your consciousness to it that something is really going on, right?
In this exhibition, electricity bills, an improvised fuel dispenser, gallons, and an old electricity meter are visible materials that immediately bring to mind the economic and social situations in the nation. The Nigerian government recently removed the subsidization of fuel, and it resulted in the inflation of basic commodities such as food, fuel, electricity, transportation, and other daily needs. While the price of things are rapidly changing, salaries and wages remain stagnant, leaving citizens in the hands of untold hardship and economic upheaval.
Also on gallery, Windsor Gallery presents an exhibition titled State of Africa, Captivating Celebration of Art that explores the diverse and magnificent landscapes of the African continent. Let's go there.
I am a visual artist and I make paintings, and my paintings are sort of a bridge between abstraction and figurative works, and also they tend to come as a form of child's play, which is illustrations. The works exhibited here are from different aspects of my life, an adult life, so to say. We've got some works here from when COVID happened, and I was going through a breakup at that period, and I just needed to document what that meant and what that felt like through one of the pieces here. And I have another piece here that was created off my residency in Ivory Coast, because I was in Ivory Coast last year. I had a residency, so the work also is just to document what that period was for me. And the piece behind me, Gentle Lady, also is to document, or to, I would say, to connote a timepiece in my life, which Gentle Lady is Salawa Benin song, which was usually played in the 90s at parties. And growing up with a single mom, going to parties with her, so that kind of music just resonated with me, and I just wanted to put that, express that through my works and my paintings. Day in, day out, walk on the streets, see bread sellers outside, see the organizer on the streets, look at NEPA officials, look at my next door neighbor, everybody shouting and screaming. So all these things are what motivates me.
State of Africa focuses on myriad of voices, stories, and cultures that make up Africa's artistic identity. It examines some of the ways in which artists interpret Africa's contemporary complexities, but more importantly, its resilience, strength, diversity, and talent. Through their art, these creators navigate the intersections of tradition and modernity, heritage and innovation, echoing the ever-evolving dialogue between Africa's past and present. The selection of artists is best described as a mosaic of styles, perspectives, and mediums, underscoring the vast reservoir of creative expression found within Africa's borders.
Le travail que je présente aujourd'hui à Lagos a été inspiré par plusieurs choses. Donc déjà,
the main focus on his work is human being and humanity. So what inspired him to do these paintings was, first of all, human being and all the humanity in every aspect of life. For example, in sport, in politics. So throughout his work, he wants to present the humanity in sports, as you can see, and also in advertising.
So this in effect is our 5th gallery. So we've just developed an artistic positioning today on showcasing what's happening on the continent. I've felt over time that we have a very sort of nationalistic sort of view on what's happening in Nigeria, but we don't really have a continental regard to the African contemporary art scene. So I really wanted to bring as many artists from around the continent that sort of could show different techniques, different artworks, different points of view, and put them under one roof and bring that to Lagos.
Those pieces are quite special, and I was insisting to bring them in Nigeria because I wanted to show the scale of my, actual work. I come from a background of street art, graffiti, and I studied tribal art, everything that's African, traditions and stuff. And I try to combine those three different worlds into my paintings. So as you can see, it's quite, it has a lot of information. Yes, I usually speak about my art like an enigma, where you have to watch each details, each part of the surface of the piece to understand the story I'm telling. And as you can see, there's different shapes and masks. The way I try to reinvent what I see through Africa, through where I come from, which is Ivory Coast. Everything you see is from my different experiences through many countries. I come from Ivory Coast, but I grew up in the United States, in Washington, D.C. I came back to Ivory Coast, and now I'm living in Morocco. So there's so much experience I'm having that's directly influencing my paintings.
Okay, this is part of the Migrant series. So this series is called The Migrant, and it's all about the different aspects of migration. So first it will be the migration in like our lives, from being a baby to an old man. And then I'm using the term migrants also in the whole big polemic about African migrants. So to shine the light on the identity of the African. So as an African born in Ivory Coast, grew up there, did all my studies, I only spoke French, even though we have 60-some local dialects, which I didn't learn any of. So getting an Occidental education, doing everything, then going abroad and being facing, how can I say, being a foreigner, because I'm from Africa, in fact. Even though everything inside seems Occidental, I'm African.
Welcome back. Fubali Art World Africa, in collaboration with Fubali Art World Foundation, presents the grand finale of the Lagos State Secondary School Art Competition, themed Paint Your Spad Lagos, and the National Undergraduate Art Competition, themed Paint Your Inspired Nation, showcasing the brilliant artworks of talented students. Let's go there.
See our children, all our students, to try their best in creativity or something like that. But we saw what they did, and I believe that every parent is supposed to be able to encourage them in order to do more. Because most of them, especially in Nigeria nowadays, you see a lot of parents say, oh, they want their children to be doctor, to be an engineer. Well, I mean, I'm a civil engineer, but I just have to encourage them because I know that my daughter is very good in drawing, just want to be creative, just doing something creative, sitting down, draw something, and I look at that, okay, let me encourage, if you have talent in this, so let me encourage you. To me, at least, it's something all parents are supposed to be encouraging, so that if they have a talent on something, we shouldn't defer them and showcase their talent. And coming here today, and I saw a lot of things, a lot of hard work. Even the one in the junior class did is something that at least we know that at least the future is bright for our students in terms of creativity.
Actually, my daughter, Temitope Shotade, she's a child I love so much, and I realized her passion for arts. She is in the art department in our school, and she loves drawing, she loves painting, and I'm somebody that also appreciates arts. As a side engagements, I do decoration of events, venues and what. So when I discovered her passion for arts, I decided to give her the full support. Myself and the father, we gave her the full support, and what I'm saying here today really inspired me, really thrilled me, and I believe she has also gained a lot. Formally Arts World has actually, they have done the best for these youths and upcoming artists. I want to wish them the best.
My son is in British International School. He is in year 8, and he has participated in this, and he's very much excited about it. And you know that here when I came, I found such a nice creativity. Like art is a medium where you can express yourself. What is your dream? In any medium you cannot express. So whatever they are very creative minded, and they express the things that they are dreaming about it with this media.
We use many variables in arriving at our decision. One, the student, they submitted artworks, and they did some live demonstration, and again they did some literary work too. So we put everything together to arrive at the final decision, the second, first, and the winner. So, and it is a very interesting experience when you try as much as possible to do justice to the work of art, especially competition-wise. So without fear of favor, without trying to be sentimental, we have to be professional at what we did. And today, being the final of the competition, we are here today and we have done justice. So we have our second runner-up, the first runner-up, and the winner.
I feel very ecstatic and filled with happy energy now that I am known as winner of the 2023 Fobali Arts World Competition Africa. And with you, I'd like to share my medium, my artwork. My artwork is made of canva, well-primed canva, acrylic paint of different shades, tints, and colors, different shades and tinting pens, and yes, pencil and eraser for the basis of drawing. And I won't say much, but I'm very happy. I'm very proud of what I did. And what my painting signifies is, my painting is literally saying problem-solving Lagos. Because if you look at the painting, we have problems in Lagos like transportation. People have to deal with not being comfortable by going to work every day through transportation. And now I've introduced a newly different transportation methods, like we have hanging trains, speed trains, and the likes. And we also have well-structured buildings in which it's going to help the visual image of our city, Lagos. And yes, we also have well-structured and developed roads in which we could avoid accidents with our vehicles, reducing the amount of damage we have to pay on our vehicles.
The artwork I produced is titled The Blueprint, which is the guide to Nigerian government. Gowon once said that Nigeria does not have a problem, but the problem we have is mismanagement of funds and resources. Nigeria is blessed with good resources, and we need to channel the resources to the right place, which is providing quality education, providing food for both the poor and the rich, providing affordable and quality health care. And when we do this, the Nigeria we dream of can shine again. And that is why I have produced my Aspired Nation painting on the blueprint.
I'm here today as a jury panel for the Fobali Arts Competition 2023. Here we have the over 62 secondary school team talking about aspiring Lagos, what they aspire, what they want Lagos to be. Then we have the undergraduate, which are like more than 16 of them that are talking about what aspired nation. So today, we are to judge two different people, secondary school and the undergraduate. It's not been easy, but I will tell you that it's a good one because we want to look at the originality of this creation of work.
The theme of this year competition is Paint to Aspire Lagos and Paint to Aspire Nation. As we all know that we have new leadership who has come into power in Nigeria as a whole, Lagos State and all other states in Nigeria. It's important that at this time that we have them on board, the youth too have a quest that they have not been involved in the leadership of this country. So Fobali Arts World Africa thought it's important to bring the youths and the government together by creating a platform where the youths can actually lend their voice to what they want in governance, to what they want the leadership of this country.
Many colorful artworks made in different ways, made with watercolor, acrylic, scratching, charcoal, and it's just a variety of visions that the youth has, and they really, they know what is the core problem of Lagos, and this is the traffic, and so I really love it, what their vision is to change this world in Lagos and get it started in the future.
We are here today for Folba Art exhibition grand finale. So our title of our presentation here today is A Better Nigeria and Lagos State. And we pray we have a great our nation and a great our Lagos in Jesus' name. Amen. So because I love my culture and my culture will always be my pride. That is why we sing Ashamini Shemini Ashamini Shemini Ashamini Ishemini Ashamini Ishemini Àṣà Yorùbá tí ẹ rí yẹn o Ashamini Ishemi kílẹ̀ wí Ashamini Ishemi kílẹ̀ wí Ashamini.
In the words of Henri Matisse, creativity takes courage. It takes a creative mind to dream his painting and paint his dreams. It's a wrap on this edition of the Art Express. My name is Tolokwe Lamidi. See you next week.